We are back in action. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove Videocast, and today we're going to be having our Phillies Hot Stove check-in here. Now, before we get into this video, please like this video, subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn on the bell, that way you know exactly when I make a video. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. Now, before we get into the baseball side of this video, let me just say this. I had a plan to make a video on July 1st, and obviously I'm way off. It's July 9th, and let me explain. Last Monday, I got poison oak, and I got a really, really bad case of it. I got it everywhere, every place imaginable. Got it all over my face, my eyes, my ears, everywhere. It was awful. It was awful. I was itchy. You know, it was terrible. Luckily, I was able to get on medication, and I looked terrible. Obviously, I was not in the state to make a video, and number one, because I looked terrible and I was so uncomfortable. Obviously, now my swelling has gone way down. You can't really even notice it anymore. So now I feel so much better. So I'd like to apologize for that. Man, going through that never once makes me want to be so careful next time I go in IV and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I got it really, really bad. So now I feel a lot better, and now I'm ready here to make a video. And obviously, baseball guy Sean was supposed to come on last week, and then we were trying to figure out a time this week. He was supposed to come on today, and now it's going to be tomorrow. So that's where we're at. So last video, we talked about JT Realmuto, and obviously yesterday JT Realmuto homered in the expedition game, in the scrimmage game. And Bryce Harper yelling, sign him. And Bryce Harper understands how much we need JT Realmuto to stay on this team. Now let's hope that Matt Klentak and the front office, Andy McPhail, John Middleton, hopefully they understand how bad we need JT to stay on this team, because we're done if we don't. I mean, we're done. Let's just be honest here. We're doomed if we lose him, so we have to keep JT. I talked about it last time. As I said last video, I was really hopeful about it. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, talk is cheap. And I was really hopeful about it. I'm hoping we can do it. It's just like, what's taking so long? I feel like, honestly, it would have already happened already. And I say that, but I also know that during the whole, thing that was going on with all this virus stuff, now obviously we couldn't talk to the players and negotiate with them. So, that was tough. Hopefully we can do that. So if you haven't check out that video, please go check it out. I talked more in depth about it, so just go back and check out that video if you're interested in hearing more about my take on the whole JT Realmuto situation. I'm not going to talk about it here because I've already talked about it. So we've just found out. Obviously, the schedule came out. I believe it was Monday, and we got our schedule. So we're going to be having 3 spring training games, I guess you could say. And the first one is on July 18th against the Washington Nationals in the nation's capital. So let's go through the schedule. So first, expedition game, summer training game in the nation's capital, July 18th. Then we come home the next day, play Baltimore at CBP in Philly. Then we go to the Bronx and play the Yankees in New York. And then we get a 3-day off period. Then we began the season, opening day, July 24th, 7 to 5 p.m. the first pitch, night game, opening day. Interesting. So 3 against Miami in Philly. Then we play the Yankees 4 games, 2 in Philly at CBP, 2 in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. Then we play against the Toronto Blue Jays. Now here's something interesting. The Blue Jays cannot play at Rogers Center in Toronto. They cannot play in their home stadium. So they're scrambling, trying to find a place to play. And I haven't really been updated about it. But I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know. I feel bad for them. So I'm not going to say we're going to be in Toronto. We're just going to be visiting team against the Toronto Blue Jays. So who knows where it's going to be. We don't know. Then we get a day off. We go down to Miami Beach and play the Marlins for 3-game set. Then we go back to Philly, play the Atlanta Braves for 4 games. And then the Baltimore Orioles come to town for a 3-game set. Then the New York Mets come to town for a 3-game set. Then we get a day off. Then we go out to Boston for 2. Then we get a day off. Then we go down to Atlanta. And then we get another day off. Then we go to the nation's capital and take on the Washington Nationals for a 3-game series. Then we go back to Philly, and we play the Atlanta Braves for a 3-game series. Then the Washington Nationals come to Philly take on them for a 4-game set. Then we go out to Queens and play the New York Mets for a 4-game set. And then the Boston Red Sox come to Philly. We play them 2 games, almost like we did last year. Remember, they were in September. We were in Philly September in September for 2 games. How was that one of those games? Then we go down to Miami Beach and play the Miami Marlins for a 4-game set. Then we get a day off. Go back to Philly, play the New York Mets for 3. Then the Toronto Blue Jays come to town for 3. Then we go back to the nation's capital, 3-game set against the Washington Nationals, and we get a day off, and then we finish off the season with a 3-game series down in Tampa Bay against the Tampa Bay Rays. And that's your 2020 season, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. That is it. So, let me just say this. On June 24th, I put something in my notes. I understand that Phillies Updates made a post about his predictions, and I actually put something in my notes on June 24th, and it was about our predictions and how well I thought we were going to do, and it was just a prediction, and I predicted a 34-26 record. I understand that Phillies Updates also predicted that, but I think it's most likely. I think it's 34-26, and I think we're going to finish in second place, and the Atlanta Braves are going to be first place. And I actually reposted that in my story when he did it, and I got a lot of people saying, well, that's so biased. A lot of it, I'm not going to say any names, but a lot of people are saying it's so biased and, oh my gosh, terrible predictions, awful predictions. Of course, they're all people in our division, fan bases, fan pages in our division rivals. I didn't respond to any of them, but I don't really think that's that biased. I'll be honest with you. I think it's an honest prediction. I think it's a good prediction. I think it's a solid one. And let's just say that. And let me just say this. So I think it's going to be Braves, Phillies, Nationals, Mets, and Marlins in the basement. That's my prediction. And let me just talk a little bit about our games we're going to be playing. We have a very, very tough schedule. Hear me out here. We have a very, very tough schedule this year. Number one, we struggle against teams in our division. We all know that. The Nationals. We are terrible against the Washington Nationals. Terrible. The Miami Marlins. We can't seem to beat them. Not good against them. Atlanta Braves. Not great. The New York Mets. I know we had a lot of success against the New York Mets. And we go out and look at the AL East, people we're going to be playing. The New York Yankees. We're terrible against the New York Yankees. Terrible. And same with the Toronto Blue Jays. For whatever reason, they kick our butt in spring training, always. You see it. We're terrible against them. And even in the regular season when we play them, we're terrible against them. We are not good against the Toronto Blue Jays. And, it's just obviously with the Tampa Bay Rays, and obviously with the Baltimore Orioles, we're good against them. But a lot of people are. It's easy to do. It's easy to beat those guys. Tampa Bay Rays, we don't really see much of them. We see them occasionally in spring training. Every 3 years we see them. So I can't really speak much about the Tampa Bay Rays, but I could definitely speak about the New York Yankees. I could definitely speak about the Toronto Blue Jays, Nats, Marlins. This is not going to be an easy road here, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to be an easy road. And a lot of players are, I'm not going to say a lot of players, a few players have opted out. Obviously, Ryan Zimmerman of the Washington Nationals, Joe Ross of the Nats as well, Ian Desmond. He did it for some things, he wrote a long paragraph about it. You can go read it. But anyway, and David Price, he's the highest paid player to opt out so far, and I really like David Price after what he did with the whole minor leaguers donating his salary to those people, and he didn't want it publicized. It shows what kind of guy he is. And so far, none of the Phillies players have opted out. Obviously, I know some of them have gotten been put on the. I know Scott Kingery has it, but he doesn't have any symptoms of the virus, and same with Aaron Nola. I'm not sure about his symptoms, but I know he's in lockdown. I know Juan Soto of the Nationals is in lockdown right now. I've heard that the Nationals, I think of the Giants too. I think they stopped their camps right now or something. So that's crazy. And Sean Doolittle, he was right. He's criticizing the MLB about how they said they're testing all these guys, but it takes them a week to find out. But meanwhile, they're still interacting with each other. It makes no sense. It's just such a flawed system. If you're going to test these guys, then you should wait until the test results come back in order for you to go back to normal again. It just shows what a flaw this whole thing is. I don't get it. If someone could help explain this to me, I would really appreciate it, because I don't get it. But anyway, these guys are in tip-top shape. These guys are in the top shape of their lives. And if they're really worried about it, then, obviously it would be for their families, because these guys are not going to be that affected by it. Let me just say that. as I said, so far no Phillies players have opted out, which is good. But I really, really like what I've seen. I've seen some pictures from the practices and everything. I'm so excited. I am so excited, and I'm ready to get things going again. And so hopefully, none of the Phillies players decide to opt out. But these guys, it just, who knows? I mean, they could be doing it for other reasons, but that's their decision. That's their choice, and it's not the end of the world. So as I said, Juan Soto in isolation. So a lot of these guys are, Bob Nightingale. Oh my gosh, that guy! Everything he tweets is like, well, so and so just tested positive for. I had to unfollow him. I had to. The guy got on my nerves. Every 2 seconds, it just was so negative, like almost like they got the plague. Like, I'm so tired of hearing it, guys. I'm so tired of hearing it. I'm so tired of all this. I really am. So I decided to unfollow. I'm sorry. I used to be a big Nightingale guy. I can't stand him anymore. He's so negative. So negative. Drives me crazy. So that's my opinion about that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'd like to give a special thank you to so many of my loyal followers out there. Great people I've talked to. Just good all around good people who have my back. I really like to appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to have you guys come on this summer on my show. And you guys are great guys and really, really good people. So obviously I know there's always haters and stuff, but you guys are just really good people. So I really like to especially thank you guys. You guys are really, really good people. So guys, please check out the social media link in the description below, at Phillies Hot Stove, Instagram, at Harper Fanatics, Instagram, link in the description section. Make sure you call or text 267-225-3392, the Phillies Hot Stove hotline. Email me, philliesHotStove@gmail.com. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Baseball guy Sean coming on tomorrow. Obviously, I know when he comes on, we have probably an hour-long video. Obviously, I know this video is like kind of shorter, more condensed version of it. But obviously, when he comes on, it's almost like a live stream. We Skype it and everything, so it's kind of long. So, long baseball talk tomorrow with baseball guy Sean. That's why I kind of want to make a shorter video talking about some more, get the stuff in. That way, it gets more views rather than make an hour-long video and not as many people watch it because it's so long. So. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please turn the notification bell. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I am Luke, and I will talk to you all later. I'll see you guys later. Bye.